The following is a presentation for MRE UNO. Enjoy the program. Hello everybody and welcome to the first match of the 2024 UNO MRE season. Today on the docket we have coming up next Seth Cole versus Logan, the New Yorker, making his second tournament of his career. Seth Cole and Logan, the young rookie prospect from Pennsylvania. In the Champion Road region, what a better way to kick off the season, starting with the Champ Road. Coming up at 5 o'clock right after this game will be a non-stream game of Zachary Fitzwater Acosta. Interesting to see what Fitzwater can do, and Acosta as they play off as NR legends. Then, the champ is here. Super League champion Diego Yepes, Champion Road, 7 o'clock tonight. He'll get his conquest to get the crown back against Leah at 7. The last two games, we start with Challenger Road at 9 o'clock, the penultimate game of the day. Our friend Yoshi Awesome from New Jersey, and coming up to our fresh rookie prospect from Indonesia, Abian. And the game of the night for many people, Uno After Dark, number 7 Drip, the man with the drop, versus the Stingray near Vegas, Nevada. The border war, California, Nevada, to cap it off. But before we get to that, let's look at today's bracket as well. There you see Seth and Logan about to come up next. And later this week, Friday at 9 o'clock, we're expecting Clay Wolf from New Jersey and Brando to tee it off on the table. But before we get to the scene, I want to introduce you to some of my friends here. Sean Art's going to be our ref for today. Sean, looking forward to having you. And Yoshi is my co-commentator. And let's get to the scene right now as we get ready for Logan and Seth. Before we get to the players, Art, what are you expecting in this match? First game of the entire league. What are we thinking?
It's going to be a very interesting matchup. We have seen both. Well, we've seen how Seth Cole has done in the past, but Logan's coming in here, maybe trying to play a bit of spoiler. So it's going to be interesting to see how Logan will be able to do against Seth.
All right, and let's go to Yoshi real quick. Yoshi, you've seen Logan a little bit, and you've also seen Seth against Fitzwater. Talk to me about the processes that both players will go through throughout this game.
So with any rookie, you need to learn what it's like to be not only in the league in just a match, but also in a streamed match. I guess both of them are kind of new to that right now, but as for Logan, he needs to kind of adapt to kind of the spotlight, because they're both in a way they're both collectively in it, and one of them's just gonna have to come out on top, really. So with the multiple different kinds of card starts, which Logan has not really been experienced with, except with the rookie training and stuff, it's gonna be interesting to see how he uses that to maybe trip Seth up. And for Seth, you know, it's been a while since we've seen him, at least in a competitive match, and from the one time we saw him, he was really good. We have high expectations, and hopefully he can live up to that. That's his main goal, I think, at least for the first few games, just so we can see like where these players really are at.
Thank you, Yoshi, for that insight. But before we get to the players, I want to give a massive shout out since this is our first stream. Not sure if you want to say a couple words, man. Thank you so much for the theme music. Not sure we'll be giving us Pod Graphics theme music every single round and updating as we go. Buddy, any words on that before we start? I wanted to give you that shout out.
Excited to see this tournament get underway. That's about all I have to say.
Kept this short and sweet. That's the way to do it. Let's get to our players. Logan, what do you feel, man? Your first ever match here in UNO MRE. It's a stream game. You're kicking off the league. Pressure's on. Just your thoughts overall and what the atmosphere is like in the Logan camp.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big start to my, I guess I should say it, career in this sort of thing. I mean, this is all pretty new to me. This is my first real UNO league I've ever even done. So the fact that it's in such a grand spectrum is pretty exciting. I'm pumped for it, honestly.
We look forward to having you, buddy. And Seth, I mean, you've done team speaks. You've done so many things in your life on a stream before. You're not really new to the stream game, but you are new to the stream game in terms of Uno MRE. Talk to me a little bit about how that Fitzwater match has prepared you for a new season ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely still learning how this all works, but yeah, that matchup I had against Fitzwater, and even kind of a refresher that I had against Charles Sanford a couple of weeks ago, I think that's really helped me out. I just got to kind of avoid some pitfalls that I fell into in both the matchups I had with those two guys, and that's basically get down to like the low amount of cards, like 1 or 2 cards left, and not have a path to be able to win. So hopefully going to avoid those pitfalls here today, but definitely the experiences that I had there against Fitzy and Sanford, I hope will have me prepared for today.
Thank you so much, Seth. Seanard, you are our acting referee. You know the rules. It's free start on the first card on the first game. And without further ado, Art, take it away. You're going to go to Seth for the first call.
All right, Seth Cole, welcome on in. For game 1, how many cards do you want?
Started with a 7.
The classic.
The classic 7? All right, you are good to join in.
Art's going to set the cards right here.
It's already been set.
Okay, perfect. Then join in. Seth, feel free to join in a second here. For Seth, it's been an interesting one. We're going to go real quick. Back to the pod bracket before we get back to the scene, as I got 2 devices. Pod bracket, remember, for the fans at home, if you're watching, Seth Cole will Uno join up. If he wins this game, he'll play either Clay or Brando for Logan. He would get the upset and play and await the winner to 314. Seth, whenever you're ready, buddy.
Am I clicked in the wrong room here? I think I'm clicked in the wrong room.
Give me a ping real quick, Seth. You're good?
Oh no, I was in the right room. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's a pod system. New to the regions here. We're doing Uno join, Seth. My fault.
Oh.
But you can do that sometimes, but not here. New to the system. We're gonna have no exclamation. No exclamation. You're good. You're good.
I told you, I'm still learning.
You're good, man. You're good. You're good. All right, I'll take game 1 call. The first official opening day game we had Eli Ed. Seth, whenever you're ready, Uno start. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this season underway right. First card's underway. It's a red 0 sugar. And I'll also have Yoshi as my co-con for analysis, Art as well, just in case he wants to add thoughts. Here we go. Classic 7-card start, Art. You've seen classic 7-card starts. Talk to me through what the players are doing right now by sorting through the cards. Go for it.
Well, with 7 cards, you got it. It's sort of the classic feeling, so you just really got to think moves immediately with these 7 cards and see if those could connect.
As always, power play is on the table after the first turn. You only get 1 in a 7-game series. Seth starts it off with a red 7 just as we say that. Oh, thank you, G. Appreciate that. All right, we go start with a red 5 from Logan, his first card. A little bit of odd number efficiency to start it off. Seth looking to respond here and keep it red. Or does he have something up his sleeve? Our little number efficiency.
Austin Rogers.
Yeah, Austin, appreciate you joining.
Number efficiency is sort of key here.
Yeah, number efficiency is key as Logan once again keeps it on those odd numbers with a 7-5-9 combo to start the game. You look so far, Seth, he seems to really have the pace control as he continues with the red. Logan see if he can mix it up as well. Now he just starts to go a little lower. Get away from that high number stuff. Right now we're just playing 1-card efficiency. Here's the first draw. Art, are we going to get your famous Draw City and Who Blinks and Winks? We'll see right here. Does Seth pull a little bit of a trigger?
It's who's blinking first.
He blinks.
There's a blink.
Okay.
Yoshi, talk to me about this green switch right here. You've been so used to these switches. We've seen this in practice. We've seen this a lot. Talk to me through what the player's going through on the switch. Is it about ammo control, or are you trying to get down to that 2-3 number for a classic finish? What do you think the move in Seth's mind here is, from your perspective?
Yeah, there's a lot it could be, so it's hard to predict. But what I kind of see out of this is either just a way to keep pressuring Logan, because right now he has the advantage of the amount of cards in comparison to each other. Okay, we got a green skip though. We have a run actually, but I do think it's either a way to kind of just switch up the pace, or to try and make Logan switch into a different color that he actually wants.
Well, welcome Retta, Austin, Alex, Short, And anybody else, Stingray, you guys can use the Uno Watch Party VC chat to type. Here comes Seth with the first big control ammo card of the day with a +2. Can he continue that, or does he pull Ards? No! Is this game for Seth with a triple? Seth rolling. Is this a triple to start it? It is!
Got it.
Seth gets it done. How about this, Ard? No blue needed. He gets it done. 3 colors, sticks with it. Let's go to Seth real quick. Seth, classic 7-card start, got the job done. Was it the right time to pull the trigger on the green one? Did you feel like you realized that maybe something was off with Logan's game with no blue? What was the move right there? That was a good one. Good finish.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to swap it over to either yellow or green. Had the opportunity to swap it over to green. Then he hits me with the skip and the reverse. And I'm thinking, did I just play into his hand there? So, yeah, that was a little nerve-wracking for a moment, but fortunately it worked out.
Well, timing there. Logan, you saw the look there a little bit. Obviously, you played it cool. You drew on the red. You think that was a warning sign that, hey, you know what, Seth could run and pull the trigger? Could you have saved a little ammo differently, or was it just a case of couldn't get the blue on a finish?
Yeah, I mean, once you run out of color so early, you want to keep away from that color as much as possible. So, I had the green, so I played with that, and then he swapped it over to the yellow. It was a good play.
Good play there from Seth. Yoshi, or I don't think we really have much to say. That was a classic 7-card start. Kind of controlled the pace. Nothing really to add. I got nothing to add. What do you guys fans home think? What are you guys thinking at home? And the Watch Party VC so far. We'll give Art a chance to chat the chat, and we'll go to game 2.
Hey, Austin Rogers says good game 1. Now it says good job.
All right. I think we're good. All right, guys. Seth, we were going to go to game 2. Obviously, with the new card start regulation rules, you cannot use 7s for the viewers at home. And with that, we'll go to our acting referee, Sean Ard, for game 2 call, and Yoshi will take the game 2 call on comm. Here we go.
Seth, how many cards?
We're gonna go one less. We'll go 6 this time.
Card centralization. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, Seth's looking to keep it on the low end here, hoping that he can end on runs like he did the last game. As he said in the beginning, his main goal is to try and finish with runs and not try to just run dry, and he was able to do that at the last game. We'll see if he can do it here as they both join up and are ready to start. 6 cards. I mean, it's unlikely you get a hand like that again, but maybe it's worth the risk for him. We'll have to see. Taking his time.
Yeah, Seth can start anytime. We're just for those of you at home, they can start anytime. We're just commentating. We'll give Yoshi the call though.
Yeah, here we go. We're starting with the red reverse, a little bit different from last time. And Seth is probably just going to look at his hand, making sure that he's ready to play the first card, maybe even draw, because there's not a lot of cards to work with. Okay, we do have to play with the red 7.
The red 7, you don't want to go a little bit too early on the ammo control with the reverses, so smart play from Seth.
Yeah, okay, here's the early draw from Logan, actually.
Wrong with a little early draw. Sometimes you don't want to use your bait too early. You don't want to go crazy. But we did see that red 1. That was the key connecting card of game 1. Let's see if that continues as the scoreboard is now updated to 1-0 to reflect. Ooh.
Hey.
Or we saw
Taking
that.
the initiative.
Hold on real quick. We saw that earlier with the green 1. And what happened? Boom, game. Is this a little defensive play? You think Logan started to put a little pressure on Seth, starting to understand the eye candy looks from him?
Maybe, but that could also come back and hurt Logan if he's making these sort of moves real quick.
Keeping it cool with the number efficiency on the 1-1 in a way. Both players know that they're starting to feel out the feel-out process, right? This is a low-number game. And what is low number? Ooh. Set the aggression early. You can see it. Logan says, not so fast, my friend, with the crossover back to blue in the wild. Now, this is a drain of the wild cards. Is this going to be a special? Is this going to be it? Will we have our first special move of the season? And we all know what that move is? Or does Logan have something special in the blue? And played a great crossover bait. No, it's not the special move. It's just Logan playing it cool. What can Seth do? You can clearly see he wants to get back to yellow. Does he have some number efficiency? Ooh.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Is this a possible color switch we're about to see?
Got it. End around play from Seth. What a move. Great defense there from both players, but Seth outsmarts for now. Question is, can he hit the number correctly? It's always been a thing with this league. Sometimes you can get that end around right, but you got to get the number right. Well, he's got the Uno no matter
Oh.
what. He's got the Uno. He just got to type it right, which he will. He puts Logan in check. What's the defensive strategy? What will Logan do here? He knows he needs to try to get back to blue. Smart play on the draw. Is that number efficiency or Seth game 2? He loads up. Is this it? Seth Cole does it again.
Wow.
That's 2-0 Seth. Seth, real quick, man, that was really interesting. Looking back at this game right here, the key moment was that whole crossover, sure. But with that red 1, did you almost hope that he was hoping to go to blue 1, then let him use that wild card to blue, and then use an end-around play off the draw? Well, you did draw. Did you get lucky on the draw with a blue skip, or did you have that blue skip safe for an end-around to go back to yellow and get, in a way, a quad finish without having an artificial quad? Thoughts on that one?
Had all yellow before that draw. The blue skip was what opened it up and was able to get me back to the yellow color.
Veteran move there from Seth. Had it all yellow, and that's how you win, folks, on one color stretch. Sometimes you got to play the patience game. Logan, I think you did everything right there. You threw your shot in the dark, right? You got to throw that blue wild. You want to keep it close. Basically, once again, second game in a row, no green use. First time was blue. Is there anything you could have done differently, or do you feel like you just got outplayed by a little end around strat again?
Yeah, I mean, I was stuck with 2 colors as well, so I was trying to keep it there just so I could try and get my card count down as much as possible. But yeah, it was just luck of the draw with the blue skip there, and then he swapped it over to his yellow. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's all good, Eli. I appreciate you watching the stream. Yoshi, all right, I don't think we have much to add. Once again, the same exact type of game. It's 3 colors seem to be the magic number here, and big win there for Seth, up 2-0. Obviously, still has the power play. Let's see what any of the fans got to say at home. Let's go with the voice watch party chat, and then we'll get to Logan's game 3 in the call. Obviously, 7 was used, and now 6. So pretty interesting take there. Is that Seth has went with the lower numbers. Art, what we got in the VC chat? Anything good?
Let's see. Austin Rogers, but Seth came in with a strategy, and he's sticking with it, and it's working.
So far, it's working. A lot of color suffocation. We saw this in the Super League. It's carrying on. Yoshi, anything to add here? Let's actually, before we actually do get out, you're down 2-0. Art, you've been there. I've been there. Yoshi, you've been there. And many of our friends who ever played a house game of Uno or in the league. You're down 2-0. What's the mindset, Art? You know you can't be too aggressive early, but you got to stay composed to try to get at least 1 on the road, if not 2. What's your thoughts on this, Art? Would you go high here in the card store, or do you feel like somewhere in the middle package would be better?
Maybe going towards the middle pack, in my opinion, but some people do like to go towards those higher number of cards to extend the game longer, because both of these first 2 games have been 2 minutes long. Maybe having it extend longer might play into strategies.
Yoshi, that's a very good point, Bard. We have a lot of players in this league that love endurance games. Games under 5 minutes, anyone can win. It's when you start getting over that 6-7 mark. Do you think this is the game right here where we start breaking it out? The 6-7 minutes.
I'm sorry, has the 3rd game started yet?
What was that thing?
Has the 3rd game started yet?
Not yet, buddy. We're about to start.
All right, got it.
Yoshi, thoughts on that one? My bad with the.
Yeah. So yeah, what Art said there was very, very interesting, and a lot of people think like that because like you want to go away from the low card starts because Seth has been really good with them. Hasn't really made any mistakes. So yeah, getting out of there is the main idea. I do think there needs to be some strategy with it, though. You can't. I don't know. Going all the way up to 15 is. I don't know. Like, it's still game 3. You still have 2 games to lose. Like, you could work with experimenting with, like, a middle. Obviously, you still got to be careful because if it gets to 3-0, then you got to win every other game.
Yeah, you don't want to get to a 3-0. That's when it spells trouble. Well, speaking of that, will Seth get the 3-0 or Logan stealing back? Let's go to Sharov with the game 3. Table call and card call, and I'll take game 3 from commentary. Here we go.
All right, Logan, how many cards?
All right, let's Let's go with 11.
All right.
11.
How about that? Oh, no, 11 for the 11 seed. Let's see if
Okay.
that's funny. Seth was the 6th seed and won 6. Let's see if Logan can return the favor. Wait, Seth, you got to join second, boss.
Oh, my bad.
You're good, man. You're good. Logan gets home here. He gets next 2 home. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we don't do rotation. We do NBA style, MLB style, 2-2, 1-1-1.
Seth
Right.
quit the game.
Yeah, Seth will quit the
Pretty-
game here. Just hit Uno quit, Seth. My fault there. Didn't put that in the explanation. All good. And Logan's going to join up. Seth will rejoin up, and I'll take game 3 call. Then we'll go back to Yoshi for game 4, give Art game 5, and I'll take the last 2. If there is a game 6 and 7. All right. Starts it off with a blue skip. Game number 3, critical spire for Logan. Can he get it done on this 11 card start? We saw Seth do it on a 6
Wait,
from the
I'm-
6 speed, for sure. Yes,
I'm a
Stingray.
few seconds ahead of you. I'm a few seconds behind you. Where do I see it in the Discord chat?
It's in Champ Region Clay Pod.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Oh, you see? Okay, I was going to ping you. Appreciate it, Sting. Thank you. All right, we started off with a little bit of a 2-7. Worst hand in poker, but in Uno Art, it's not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So far, it's looking really interesting to see. As once again, Art, it's that blue one. We saw the one card has been the number. It's been the key to locking doors and unlocking doors.
Well, it's not going to work right now as we go to a blue 5.
Blue 5 from Seth. Keep in mind, it's a tie game right now. We still have a power play.
Definitely seems like Logan has taken a more passive role here. Doesn't want to risk it all and let Seth get a combination play.
All right, Stingray with a little analysis there. Appreciate that, Sting. Yeah, it is a little more passive. You're very
There's going to be a color change next turn.
Stingray calling for a color change right here on Logan. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, Logan has a combo.
Yeah.
2017 Tony Romo.
This
Playing
guy,
like
Stingray trying to call these colors
yeah, no,
change.
he's playing like he has a lot of blue off cards and then has a blue combination that he just filters out. But Seth could still use his power play to stop that. So
Note I
you
said
got-
2017 Tony Romo, not present day Tony Romo.
you
Two
gotta-
very different.
Yeah, I understand that, but you also got to think here. You just threw out power plays. You only get one here this entire series. You use it, you're going in the rest of it with
Well, hold the
Yeah.
phone on. Hold the
Huh?
phone. Hold the phone. We got a little run from Seth. A little
got
double
half of 2 reverses. Here
for
we
the
go.
triple.
oh, this is a big run. Big run.
Huge run from Seth.
Going for the quad now.
Down.
Seth looking
He's
in.
down to
Oh,
2.
back to yellow.
Logan calls his power play.
That's it for Logan. He's done with the power play. Seth will draw here. Seth draws. Seth, you
He's
just draw.
gonna have a yellow +2 here, I think.
Going for the +2 call. Is this going to be Nostradamus, Mr. Stingray? No, it's just the reverse.
Yeah, no, he definitely had a yellow combination if he was gonna use it onto yellow instead of earlier.
Let's see what Seth can do. Obviously, he still has yellow in the tank because he would have had something.
Yellow, he's probably has he has 3 cards now, I think.
Where he had a run towards the finish.
Yeah, so he could very easily just take a 3-0 lead here.
Let's see what Seth's got.
This is potentially a continuation of his run. Oh,
Well, no, he didn't have 3 because Logan used the power play. But there's the +4 for
Oh,
Logan trying to save the
shit.
season right there.
A +4 from Logan and save it.
Let's see.
Skips a turn. Saves the game.
I think
maybe?
it's a game saver. Yeah. I mean, without power play now, Seth's going to have all the time in the world to use that. That's the thing. That's the risk with using it early. Still 4-7. Seth was at 3. Let's see what he can do here. Now all the colors have been used. It's the first game where every color's been used. Pandora's box is open. Seth plays it cool. Can Logan get the 3?
Yep.
He's gonna get down. Flushes greens out, maybe.
Running a dry style
thing
potentially.
is-
It's that one again.
Oh wow.
Oh,
the
there we go.
one it can
the
hurt
red.
or
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah, okay. I expected
Unfortunately,
that.
Logan also has red. I imagined that was like what he was looking for there.
Stingray thinking that's what he was looking for. Seth plays it cool. Is this Uno?
This is
Oh.
no. Logan's up to 3.
What are we thinking here from Seth now? Seth has momentum on the Reds, or does he play it cool and draw batters? He got some more in the tank.
Probably he has one more red card as like his
Stingray thinking he's got one more. He's got more
Oh
than
my
one more, buddy.
goodness.
He's gonna run.
Seth
He's
Cole.
got one more in him.
Seth Cole
Yeah,
on the cusp now.
This is
Now,
a lot
That's
here.
the thing about having more cards is that there's more.
He's gonna pull an
potential
art.
combinations there.
Oh.
And now he's risking a
Just
+2 on top of a +2.
No.
Logan responds.
Door is wide open. Just a green.
A
He's
wild.
just gonna go
Green
for a
again.
switch.
Remember, you
He's
switched
got
off the
several
green.
more
Does
greens
Seth
in
have
him.
any green, though? Is he saving some? No, just plays it cool.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Down to 2 colors for Seth now.
Do we play callouts in this league or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Uno call out every time, though. You can only call out Uno. That's it. There's no false call out penalty. There's an Uno right there.
Oh boy.
Down to 1.
No power play for Seth.
Definitely
Can't use it.
That's
color change.
Seth will probably not use it anyway. He knows when to use it. It's still
Yeah,
early.
He
true.
is up 2-0, so it's not very dire for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Logan have a chance here to finish it out and get 2-1 on the board. No.
No.
Oh, and he
It's
doesn't.
not gonna work.
Draw City is now what we're calling for a population dose, potentially. Seth continues to
And the
draw.
stalemate is on.
Indeed.
We got
it
a
is.
draw chain.
It's a stare down.
Nobody's getting green.
Who blinks first?
Clint would be on cloud 9
Damn,
right now.
I was going to say.
Now you could get greens here and then just if you get, for example, a green skip, then you would wait for a skip of another color to get a 3-card combination.
That's a half
Maybe.
blink. That's half.
A little bit of an end around play is what Stingray's looking for right now. We got a half blink, a little wink on the table from Logan. Does Seth bite? Seth looking to load up here. Does he bite or does he say, you know what? It's a little bluff. Play it cool. Let's find out. He bites.
Oh, he blinks.
Okay.
It's a color change.
Wow.
Logan draws.
Double cross.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's risk. That we saw red earlier. Seth's throwing the red +2, but Seth, does he save some extra ammo and magic?
We got the skills.
Oh, you got the yellow 9 too.
Pop the Skittles out. There it is.
We're tasting the rainbow here, folks.
We pop them out.
Logan draws it.
Draw. Seth
Oh,
looking to
Logan
run
actually
now.
draws from that.
What a crossover by Seth. Unbelievable play. Here comes Caesar from the top rope looking to type. Seth plays it cool. Continuing to play it cool.
Logan
Off the
had
draw.
to get that off the draw. Logan would have gotten that off the draw.
We've seen all game, every game, that one card.
Oh wow. Okay. We're both gonna draw back now.
Draw City. And now we have officially passed the 6-7 minute mark. We're getting into that long game territory. Who's got the endurance? We were talking about this, and here it is in game 3. We summed it up. Long time.
Who is the time? Who is an online class in 30 minutes?
What?
I don't know.
Imagine not being done with class already for today.
Art, can you check that Uno watch part chat as we continue to watch the game?
Trying to see who.
Might be Eli. Ooh.
Yeah, nobody really tried. So.
Hold on, Logan. Logan tries a mind game here. Let's see.
Yeah, that. Okay.
Let's see if Seth
We saw
covers
much
that.
of the blue 9 before.
We've seen this cover off. Let's see if Seth's a veteran and doesn't buy into it. Just going to play cool here.
Does he actually draw? Yeah, he does. Was not bluffing.
Something about class in 30 minutes. Did you say that on the YouTube stream? I don't know.
Here's another draw chain.
Or you gotta check the chat, man. I don't know what's going on. I gotta commentate. My fault.
I'm watching the watch party chat. I don't know what's going on.
That's a yellow +2. There he goes.
Probably the YouTube chat.
Never mind. It's a one card.
First stream of the day. We're just trying to learn the systems of the chat. But all good.
But really don't think that that's going to cause too much of an impact.
Nothing much happening in the YouTube
situation.
Yeah, YouTube chat is quiet.
Seth with the green switch over.
The thing is, it is 13-3, but that just means that Seth has more potential for combinations in his hand.
Fair assumption there. The question is, does Seth play it cool, or does he start to pull that ammo right here? 2-12. Still playing it cool. He's going to go for it on Uno. Does Logan have Uno? Or does he have a double play? He draws. Seth now has a chance to play some color efficiency. This is a big moment here for Seth right now. Got to know when to pick the right number. He's going with the blue.
We've seen this before, switching into blue.
Logan switched off the blue to red. This question is, when will Seth pull that trigger? 11-2 again. Seth rolling. Typing up, loading up. This could be it. Something to stall that momentum from Logan, or is he going to play a little fool's play and do some number efficiency to get to another color? Just the half-up special in a way.
Faking out the crowd with one card.
Okay. Logan draws again. This is interesting, Art. This could be one of those one-color strats from Logan while Seth continues to run. Is it blue?
That can cost you a lot.
Color suffocation. There it is.
Here it goes.
Here
Logan's gotten
comes
so
the
many
problem.
times, but he's been unable to finish it every time.
And Logan cannot do anything.
Oh my god.
It
He's
will
pulling a Joel Embiid.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, Joel.
Looking for the quad. Seth is rowing the boat, looking to get down to 6.
And there's Skip. Changes the color.
Can you go for
Logan probably would wish that he kept his power play, although he did use it to prevent him from winning. So
yeah,
Just to prolong the game.
without that power play now for Logan, he's pretty much a sinned up. We're going for the quid play. First one of the season coming up.
oh man,
Looking for the
Oh,
six
it's
back.
still going.
he's still going.
Seth
Is
Cole.
he gonna get all the way down to 0?
No.
No, stops here. What a crazy run.
Seth with the 6-bagger, though. Does a great job. Shifts the momentum back in his favor. Logan goes half down special with a red 4. 50% off. What will Seth do? He's been really consistent. The question is, did he burn up all his ammo, or did he time it right? Let's see. Seth's been playing that snowball approach all game, trying to get momentum built off of 1 or 2 cards, especially with the 1 cards in the first 2 games. This time, instead of the 1 card, he built it off a color play with the blue. He's going for something big.
Going for a W +4.
Blue?
But-
is it blue, though, or is it yellow? A little fake out from the crowd. He's doing it.
Oh.
What?
He's trying it again.
Good
He wants to change it to both
Which
colors.
color
at
is it?
once.
Seth's going to get this right. Don't worry. He'll get it right.
Clint play.
Double Clint play. He's got it the yellow.
There we go.
Now the question is for Seth, and it's a big question. Is this a finishing move? Logan is stuck. He's a sitting duck.
He's still going.
Oh
Just
yeah,
two
this
left.
could
Uno.
very well be
Oh
it.
boy. Does he chain this to finish?
Seth taking his time here. He knows he can take all the time in the world because there's no power play on the table. It's all about just playing it cool.
And Logan would be.
Oh, it's the
in a very
Uno.
bad situation.
Nope,
if
he
was
has
down
not. He
3-0.
doesn't have a chain to finish.
He'd need the reverse sweep with no power play and his opponent still having it.
Seth's not going to use that power play. Smart up 2-0. Question is, what can Logan do? Does he go back to the color Seth doesn't like, or does he got a +2 in
Goes to
store?
red.
Goes
Red.
to red. That
Is that
should be
it?
safe.
Not so
But-
fast if it's number
And he
Okay.
calls
efficiency.
it.
Oh, it's good.
It's
We're
good for
still
now.
going.
It's good for now, but we never know what number efficiency. That's the key. It's the key thing
That's
about
true.
this. Red 1. We'll see if Seth's got anything off that draw.
Just trying to go up 1 every time. Chronological order.
Eventually, something's going to have to break where the color's going to change. That's the key. How long can Logan run this? Or does he think about, you know what, maybe just keep drawing back and play it from there? Seth continuing just to play it cool here. Logan's now got the momentum in his favor. It's a tie game. Seth with the move to green. There's the switch. It's been a minute since we played green. Exactly 5 almost.
Fishing for Logan to draw potentially.
Is it a fish from Seth here? He's got the
It
fish.
works.
The bait
Wow.
works. Seth using anticipation. And it's working really good. This anticipation strategy's been working. The question is, what can he do? He checks the table. Was this a double ice play, or has he got some more extra in the locker? Double ice.
No.
It's a good move.
Icing him.
Ice, ice, baby. There it is. Double ice. Draw city. Who winks? Who blinks? Ard, you know the command. It's a 1
Oh.
again.
There's a half blink from Seth.
There's the wink. Logan not fooling himself with the 1.
Color change now.
Stingray thinking color change. Let's see.
That could change it.
Survey
No,
says
there's been
he
too many
did.
ones, but there's another one, and we're down to just like 2 or 3 ones left in the deck.
DJ Khaled will be proud for another one, but Logan continues to draw.
No.
What will Seth do here? He seems to be running it pretty clean. Has he got some more in the locker on that blue? He's going to yellow.
He's going to yellow.
Oh, okay.
And-
Out there.
Snuck in the call.
He puts Logan in check. What can Logan do now? No power play. All he can do is rely on his mental wits about him. Seth's been known to do some fake outs on this, though. Logan's got to be careful. He plays it cool as that game.
It might be 3-0.
Seth Cole incredibly flushes Logan's power play, looking for the 3-0s. He got it. He does.
That's it. 3-0, Seth Cole.
Seth Cole now in a power
He's
position.
in the game.
3-0 and has his power play. Let's go to Seth. Seth, there was a lot of issues early in the game. It seemed like you were down 3-13, never panicked. We were questioning that +4 a little bit to get to Uno, but you really timed the anticipation well. And I'm going to ask Logan, but you didn't really give him much ammo cards. This anticipation strategy has been working off for you, and you won on a little bit more of a higher card start. Is your game evolving with this? We saw this against Fitzwater, but your game is definitely evolving to where anticipation, similar to what a quarterback does, timing those runs, it's getting really more efficient for you. Just talk to me through it.
Getting a little better, but still, like I said before we even started this, I put myself in a box where I'll find a run, and then all of a sudden it's like I hit the brakes, and I find myself in a tough situation. So I ended up drawing a lot more cards that put me in a longer path to get to the end. So if I can just avoid that, it'd be a little bit more efficient. But fortunately, the draw 4 and then eventually the wild card bailed me out.
Well, wild card bail. Logan, you did everything right, I think, on the power play. That could have been game. But now you're coming into a situation 3-0. No power play, and you got to do a reverse sweep in your first ever career game on a stream. The turning point in this series has unfortunately been that loneliest number, which is number 1. What's not clicking, and what do you have to do here for potentially a series-saving, not only game 4, but series-saving 4-game stretch to try to win it all here? What are we thinking?
Yeah, so I mean, for the most part, it's just preventing that end game that he's been getting, those long runs right in the end that I can't defend myself against. I was setting up for something, but I got paranoid. I didn't want him to, because I had 2+2s, and I could have stacked them, but I didn't want him to, because I would have to pick up afterwards. I didn't want to have him +6 me, so I was trying to set it up. I couldn't get it done, and then once he swapped the blue, I didn't have anything for that. So.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to react here. Let's go over to Stingray first and then Short, and then we'll get to our guys, Art and Yoshi. Sting, you were calling out some of these moves like it was yesterday in a way. You really said something really interesting. 13 cards, a lot of connecting chains. Is that something you're looking forward? Not only do you have a match later tonight, is that something you're looking forward into the game when you play a night, just looking for those connecting chains, seeing what you can pick up, even though it is a different region?
Yeah, it is. Sometimes, if I have a card I can play, I might not and just draw it for fishing for the combination. Also, I'm not Tony Romo, and I should stop trying to be.
Oh, good one from Sting. Short, good call there. Hey, Short, you've been around UUL for a long time, and you're used to best of 3, 7 cards. This is a little bit different avenue for you. But one thing is for sure, Logan has to think about playing a best-of-3 approach from here on out because the aggression needs to pick up when you're down 3-0. What advice can you give to him? And then we'll go over to Art next.
Absolutely. The odds, cards, whatever analogy you wanna come up with are stacked against Logan, and I don't know if it's a question of. It's obviously a question of if Logan can reverse sweep, but can Logan at the very least take one from Seth Cole? Seth has really shown dominance in this entire series so far.
Indeed, Art, down 3-0. It's very, very hard to pull this. I mean, we only saw it with Zach 103 TV last year doing it in a first round playing, but that was a little different. That was 2-0. This is 3-0. It's a big step to climb. Is there anything you want to see with this card start pick as the ref from Logan? Do you think he's good with that 11? It seemed to work. It just wasn't enough with the power play flush. What are you thinking here on the card start? And Yoshi, next question after that. You know, you've been really around these parts on a 3-0 and where you can just sometimes get flustered. What mindset do you have to think? Do you think about the aggression if it doesn't work? Do you switch that with, you know what? Maybe try to draw early. We saw that with Yepez last year. He was down, he drew early, and guess what? It could come back to in your favor. So let's go to Art first, then we'll go to Yoshi about drawing versus playing aggressive. Art, your thoughts on the card start here?
I think now with you just going to 11, and that somehow didn't work, especially with using your power play. I think trying to at least go for a higher, lower number, kind of going for like a 10 to 8 range, could be an ideal area, but I'm not in Logan's place. I don't know where he could be thinking. But he's in a spot where Seb has all the momentum and has everything going right for him. So right now, this is a difficult spot.
Difficult spot, Cesar. We'll go to Yoshi real quick. That's the question I asked Yoshi. You know, you're down 3-0. Do you think about potentially just doing what Yepez did? Right? He did that last year in Super League. He was down 4-3 to go. And what did he do? He drew 6 cards to start the game, and guess what? Things clicked. Do you start thinking about that, or does it depend on the card start?
I think I would say it depends on the card start. What Yepez did was just kind of like a check to just see to just make a game go along, and hope that it forces the opponent to make a mistake because they've been mistakeless for most of the games they've been playing so far. I mean, yeah, there's a lot in play still, but yeah, in this situation, you just have to treat it like it's any other game. Don't get too caught up on the score. Just focus on what hands you're dealt and try and figure out what Seth has been trying to do so far and see if you could try and catch on.
All right, we'll go over to real quick the chat, then we'll get to Art as the acting ref for game number 4. Chat, what we got? All right, Seth has all the momentum, says Austin Raj, super hard to come back for. Logan has to take one back, says Eli. Seth has to learn one thing, close the door. That's his biggest flaw. It could come back to hurt you. This has happened with me and Ed. Yes, we saw that. Could have taken 2-3 games, but couldn't close the door. So far, Seth, it's working out. And then it's something about, what is this? Card luck versus skill. At the end of the day, Uno is about adjusting and adapting to the flow, right? You're a coordinator. You got to learn how to adjust and adapt to the flow of the game. Sometimes you can get too high and caught up in it, and sometimes you can be too low, and that's where it bites you. So it's really about just understanding the mindset, Austin. Good question. Multiple power plays versus one power play, we'll find out. For Seth, he's got one power play left, and he can use it anytime. Logan's stuck. All he can hope for is play it naturally. But I said enough. Sean Ard, do us the honors. Game 4, will this be it? Let's get it.
All right. Logan, how many cards?
9.
9 it is.
All right.
Seth will join second. Logan goes first. There it is. Game 4, we'll give it... I guess... Art, you can take this one. Go for it. Yeah, she's muted.
All right. Will this be the final game? Or will it end? Here we go. Logan starts, and it's a green one to start.
The ones, the loneliest number in the world, as they like to call it, has been the key turning point of this match. Is Logan's going to stay cool here, not aggressive. We saw earlier with the ones in the last 3 games. It's been a key number. Seth's going to stay on the aggressive side, though. Ooh, Seth's not wasting time. Stays aggressive with the red 8. Color switch early. A la Yepes. Logan goes down. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Now Seth has to think, why did I switch to red? Things are starting to go through his mind. Does he have a couple extra ammo cards maybe in that green? Was he playing a little bait switch? Who knows? Here he goes typing up. He's got the power play advantage. Remember, one of the most popular ways to power play is finish the game. Logan can't do anything about it. That's the advantage you have when you're up 3-0. Here comes Seth again. Looking for the 6. To get the 6 with a double. Does he have a triple in store? He's got the triple.
He's got a double.
He's got what?
Whoa!
Oh, 4-card play.
That is both red skips gone already.
Wow, he's going with the double end around. He's going to try to squeeze Logan basically out of the color. Here we go.
Ready?
What?
Oh.
Whoa.
That's all he's got.
This is something you would see a little bit interesting. You would see something like this stuff. Oh, what?
Yikes.
I don't know. This is interesting. Maybe
Hello.
you have to wonder if that was a bait play by Seth. Take a calculator, open to the door on a skip. Seth now has extra
Logan's down
cards.
to 3. So.
No, we started with 9 cards.
Oh yeah. Okay. No problem.
Immediate cross back to red after the wild.
Just
Blue.
sticking with red and blue.
A wild
Wow.
yellow.
Ooh, risky right there.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Seth plays it cool. Logan's continuing to play it cool. On that yellow right now, tension's starting to be cut through a butter knife. What can Seth do here? He just got that +4, which could work in his favor. Great table check. Good awareness right
Now,
there
the
from Seth.
interesting thing Logan can do here is like fake a draw before Seth plays.
You could do that, but it's risky. It is risky.
Yeah. Wait, Seth and Logan are in this VC, no?
It's very
Yeah.
hard. That's game.
And that's game.
Woo!
3-1.
Logan gets a big win there. That was really. Let's start with Seth. Let's go to Seth before we go. Seth, one of those situations where you left the door open. It didn't cost you because he had the +4 double. Was that just a play? Try to do a little bit of a different look in eye candy? Or did you think, you know what, maybe go for it a little bit? You got a 3-0 lead, gamble a little bit. I mean, Stingray's here. He's close to Vegas. A little gambling.
Yeah, tried a little bit of aggressiveness there. I did actually make a mistake too. I thought I would kind of like mix things up with the red, blue, red skip, and then realized I didn't have any red, but I had a blue. So that was a slight miscalculation on my part, but it didn't really make much difference because he had the cards to be able to swap over into his favor. So good for him.
Logan, really good job there with ammo control. You could have easily used 2. We've seen it 2, 3. We've seen in D, I believe it was D2. We've seen someone use 12 cards in a row on +2s, and that would kill you. You did good with the ammo control. Was it just a case of, you know what, you had the hand?
I mean, I do think, having 4 wild cards in the card game of 9 is pretty helpful, but I mean,
Thanks, Steve.
I'd like to say that there was some strategy with it. I mean, I like saving those wilds until the very end because that's when it doesn't matter if they play a yellow thinking that I have a blue, it's a wild, and I win no matter what.
There you go from Logan.
No.
Great eye candy look there. Sting, anything to add? Anybody else has anything to add? Or I think it was pretty simple. It was a really good play game by Logan. Had the cards executed perfectly. But we'll go to Stingray. Anything you saw Stingray differently, or did the players sum it up well?
Yeah, I think they summed it up well.
Summed it up
I
well.
am a 7-hour drive from Vegas, and I do not acquaint myself well with gambling.
You're good, Sting. You're just kind of a resident Nevadian. Or is it right, Nevadian, I think it is? I'm not sure. But
Nevada, didn't I?
Nevada?
Yeah, okay.
Nevada.
Close enough. Got it.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Sting. But Art, interestingly enough, though, Seth, even though he lost, he did take what he had to do, right? He got one on the road, and he won at home. He goes back at home. Do you think Seth has something in store? He was really solid with those 6, 7 cards. I mean, we got the card start regularly. You want to remind people in the chat what they can't use. But your thoughts on this one for the card start. Yoshi, I know you had something going on, so we'll get you the next game. Let's just call Game 5. Thoughts on this card start already coming up for Game 5 for Seth at home? Third home game?
I think for Seth, though, he knows which card numbers have worked very well for him, and those are probably the ones he's going to stay away from and try to see where he can go. Because remember, he still has 2 games ahead of Logan, but he can also use those to maybe have the last little bit to win this game.
I think that's good enough, R. Let's get to Game 5. Yoshi will take the Game 5 call. R, do the honors for Seth.
All right, Seth, how many cards?
We're going to keep it around the high mid, so we're going 8.
Crazy 8s. Here we go. Well, crazy 8 is.
That number has not been used, so you are good.
Yeah, even if they're keeping it centralized, they are keeping it a little bit different every time. It adds a little bit of interest to if that actually makes any difference. As they joined really quick this time, they're ready to go. We are starting up. Let's see. It's a red 4. A lot of red starts so far.
Yeah.
Red star we go. Red 4 this time. It's
going to be easier for Seth to win this, but personally, I am rooting for the reverse sweep here.
The question is Logan's quick win a sign of momentum or just a flash in the pan?
Could just be his last bit of energy going out there, but I think he has more in the tank.
Just saying that he's going big here.
There's a +2.
Oh, 6 cards to Seth. Oh boy. Did he show
it's brewing here.
Yeah, he showed his hand a little bit. No blue yet. No yellow. Keeping it cool. Let's see what Seth can do. Now he's got the whole board to work with on an 8-card start. For Seth, now it's 12-3. We saw earlier in game number 3. 12-3 don't scare.
Yeah, Logan said that he was gonna be more careful about runs. I think he has done a good job.
Seth plays it cool.
I don't know if Seth has any runs here.
It's a draw from Logan. This is good for Seth. Same thing we saw in game 3.
Yeah, he wanted to test to see if he had any more greens. Think it's working for him.
Great play by Seth. Just using the eye candy right there from Logan and not getting phased by it. Seth loading up here. Let's see what he can do. Looking for something bigger. Yeah, it is.
Oh, there we go.
Looking for that double. It's coming.
+4 down.
This could be our scoreboard flipper. Let's see if he scoreboards the flip, as I like to say. Little pancake flip.
Still at 10 for the last take.
Correct. Looking for that double. You would think he'd have it. Does he have a triple, though, lined up? Seth's triple decker going for some big ammo here.
Oh, boy.
Massive one for Seth.
Boy.
Oh, and Logan's up to 14.
Oh, he's going for the quint.
Oh, man.
Logan can't do anything except watch.
This is insane.
The quint play it is.
Logan just has to, stand by.
Let's see if Logan does a little test to Seth, though. Here. Does he do a little test?
And here's Logan with
firing back.
He's going to change it. No test.
He can change it. He's going to get more.
Double cross. He's firing back.
Double cross. He's going for that.
He has more in the tank. This is crazy.
Well,
he was stocked up by those draws.
Yeah, absolutely. You get
a green one.
You get 10 cards. You're going to be stocked up. Sure.
This has definitely been the most exciting game so far.
Seth goes back to the. Actually, he opens Pandora's box into blue, but the ones have been the key.
There we go.
Crossover
to the red. There's the red one.
What?
Double cross, folks. Double cross.
Oh boy,
my goodness!
Are we gonna crack out some more Skittles? Let's see what Seth's got. Is this the Skittle breaker right here? Seth loads up. Ooh.
No.
Had the reverse.
Wow. Extra in the tank for he goes back to blue.
And more.
Oh my goodness.
Seth is not wasting time right here.
This is a firefight, game 5.
This is crazy.
The gloves are off. Seth and Logan are putting it in there. Seth can use power play anytime. Logan's stuck for the fans at home. What will be the move right here for Seth?
Is this Uno?
It's a game, potentially.
Could this be the game? And
That's
it's a
le-
power
call
play,
power
and he
play.
gets it.
that's legal.
Can't call it like that.
4-1.
No, you can't.
Seth
You can
Cole.
do it. That's
Oh.
legal. That's legal.
Okay.
Because you can
Logan, draw.
Logan's got to draw. It's a legal move.
Yeah.
He must know
Okay.
he has the win if he called it here.
Is that it for Seth with number efficiency? That's a legal move.
Can I call out?
No, there's no point. That's it.
There we go.
I think you could have
He
actually.
could have called out. The call out command did not go through.
Oh, wait, you could have?
Because he put the
I did-
power play. He could have called out.
I didn't know it was allowed. I didn't know I could call out on it.
Oh, yeah, you could have. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, Seth, you messed up, but you got it done.
Yeah, I was distracted. Alright, good game then.
Seth gets it done 4-1. Seth, that is one of the ways to do it. There's two ways to do it. You can either do this, but we did say in training, if you do something like this, that's legal because it's in the same message, and it counts. So, big win there. This was a firefight, right? Short kind of said it. You were just explosive off the gate. I mean, that seems to be your MO in this game, in this series, which is explosion. Hit him hard, hit him right, and hit him quick. Was that really the plan going into it, or did you have to adapt a little bit on the fly? Big win here, and move on to the second round.
I had to adapt on the fly. Yeah, they definitely started out aggressive in like the first two games, but then kind of had to draw it back, save some of those good cards for like a little bit later on. I think kind of it all culminated into this game with the aggressiveness and the patience balanced because I was able to flush out the colors that I didn't need to have like one card of, and then be able to set it for runs.
Very good there, Seth. And real quick, moving on to the second round, man. Just your thoughts on what's going on and in store for the second round. You got Clay or Brando. You have heard of Clay a little bit with the finale run he did in T5. Brando's new, but just your thoughts going to the second round in a couple weeks here.
Yeah, I mean, this is good momentum for sure, but it's always take it one game at a time, one series at a time. So hopefully, a lot of the stuff that I was able to learn from this, and of course we talked about the prior experience too, just apply it for next time.
Very well played. Obviously, I can't get the March Madness what Short just put in VC, but that's the bracket. I can't get it in time, but thank you, Short. We'll get that up for the next stream. Clay and Brando. Let's go to Logan. Tough really loss there. You really had a good base play, I think, in game number 4. You had the momentum. You used all your ammo. Was it just a chance, you got to be aggressive if you're down 3-1? What do you got to lose? Or you could have been a little bit more careful. And what was the learning experience like playing Seth, who was a 6th seed coming in?
Yeah, I mean, coming into this, I knew I was in a bit of a difficult position. I mean, I'm new to this whole thing, this whole league in the first place. So, I mean, I knew coming into it, I had to try my best to make a name for myself. So, I mean, the way I played, it was definitely on the more aggressive side. Maybe I'll take that into mind. Maybe save some of my special cards later on because I've noticed that maybe similar to Seth, I would have, a small amount of cards, but I couldn't do anything with them unless it was just that right moment. So, maybe Seth unironically taught me something here, and maybe I'll use it later on in the game.
Yeah, you can always watch. I'll send you boys both the stream link to watch and watch tape. There's Sean R. with our game log. Quick 26-minute game. And the outlier game 3 is 16 minutes. But other than that, it was just fast and furious. Let's go over to Short. Short, you've had experience, man. Like I said, we're just playing Uno and fast and fury games. Is that something you prefer as a player, fast and fury, or do you like that long, drag it out, more endurance style?
I think there's positives to both. Like you could either really like enjoy the tension of a stalemate like we saw earlier on in the series, or like a all out firefight like we had in that game 5. But overall, even though the series score, it's 4-1, doesn't look that competitive, but it was competitive. Just those few decisions, those fine decisions will make the difference.
Thank you, Short, for that explanation. Stingray will come to you in a little bit. Let's go to Art. For Art, this is what we wanted as the league, right? Look at that card start variety. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Seth was really good. The nice combo, 6 through 9. And then he really just played on the centralization. Sure, Logan got that 9-card win, but it just seemed like the lower numbers, 6 through 9, he really was able to take advantage. And the high card, he probably learned something. Just your thoughts overall on the card start variety as our ref, and what you saw from Seth here, an impressive 4-1 to make a statement early.
He showed very well that you can work with certain number of cards, and it can really help here. So I think he can use that heading into the next round, and maybe try to make a run here later on throughout the tournament.
Let's go over to Yoshi. Yoshi, a second 4-1 on the year, and also back-to-back days. Seems like getting down 3-0 or even 2-0, heck, even sometimes 3-1. It's just hard to make that comeback, and we saw it again here with Logan. Talk to us what you expected for the night, and what's your thoughts overall in this game as Seth comes out on top in this New York-Pennsylvania battle.
Yeah, it definitely looked like to be a competitive game from start to finish, even if it ended up in a 4-1. Yeah, especially for a rookie, when experiencing a 3-0 disadvantage is really rough. You would need to pull out a lot of stops to actually come back from that. I think taking one is definitely enough. So it's because getting swept is not a good feeling. I've felt that before. You will learn from it regardless, but still, it's just having that on your record is not the best feeling. So getting one, I think, should be enough to satisfy. For Seth, this match showed that he had never left. He is back. He is coming for vengeance after losing to Fitzwater. We'll see what he can do. I think he could get very far if he keeps this up.
Yeah, we'll see Fitzwater literally in 45 minutes as he'll start the table checks and we'll get all that process going. Any final thoughts, Stingray? If you're still here, man, feel free. And Art, go for the chat.
All right. Let's see. Looking around.
Oops. Sorry.
Doesn't look like anybody commentated throughout that last game.
It's all good. Hold on, Art. Hold the phone. Sting, any thoughts on this game, man? Great best of 5 here in a way. Seth got it done 4-1-5. And we really just controlled the domination from start to finish. Is there anything else you want to add, man? Really appreciate the commentary, too. Might be behind. You can just type it in the chat, all good. While Stingray puts up any last-minute thoughts, we want to thank you guys, the fans, for watching. We appreciate you taking time to stop by here for our first stream game of 2024. We'll see you tonight for game number 2 on the stream, which will be Yepez and Leah. As we go look at our upcoming schedule, that'll be at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Next up, we'll have a non-stream game, which gives us time to adjust and adapt to the new stream package we hope you guys enjoy, with Fitzwater Acosta at 5 o'clock, Rainbow Row in the Discord link below. And for Ard as our acting ref, Yoshi Awesome as our commentator, and our fans in the chat, such as Eli, Stingray for commentary, Not Sure for commentary, Retta, Captain, The Icebreaker, Austin Rogers, and many more. We appreciate you. We want to thank our cooks in the kitchen, as I like to say, Seth and Logan, for a great show. And congratulations once more to Seth Cole on a big win. We'll see him in the round of 32. For Logan, we'll see him in Tournament 2. Theme to be unknown and will remain unknown until we get a winner. Goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock.